Heyo, welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download the app and use promo code CHGO when you sign up. Welcome into a very sunny Studio B. The B stands for bets. The sun means it's going to be a great day for me. When we did this show on Tuesday and I was 3-0, the sun was in my eyes, so I'm taking this as good luck. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson.
B stands for bright.
The B stands for bright bets. The future is so bright, I have to wear shades. That's Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. We are being produced today by the one,
the only
Law Dog.
What is up, y'all? I'm in the shade. This is nice.
Have you been? How's your betting been?
It's not going great.
You're not learning from us. You're not taking any wisdom from Cody, Mr. Moneybags over here.
He wins parlays. I just can't seem to win parlays. That's my problem. I try.
He's just winning bets though, man. I mean, he was going through his bets yesterday. He took Patrick Williams over points. I mean, you got to call him. I mean, you got to start texting Cody, get his picks, and start tailing him.
Got to tail the kid. He's hot.
All I'm saying is everyone should be taking the under on every point guard going up against Ayo Dosunmu. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
That's smart. It's a smart thing. I mean, you were doing that. You got 2-0 on the past two games for Patrick Williams over points.
Yeah.
I mean, that
the market's low on Patrick Williams right now, and he's starting to play like, he's just starting to have a role with the Bulls. He's starting to figure it out. I like it.
You took the Bulls money line when they were plus against the Nets. You took them -5 yesterday, and that easily cashed as well. So Cody's on a heater. What's the bank?
I love watching the Bulls and betting the Bulls right now.
I think Matt Peck, Dave, and Will say the same thing. What's the bank at? How the winning's been compiling for you?
I am up to $657.40.
I forgot to build the bank. Sorry about that, guy.
That's okay. But I finally was able to add it up. And I won't lie to you, before Sunday, I had probably $400 less than this. So, yeah, since Sunday,
dude,
it's been good.
I had asked you, I believe didn't I do this show last week? And I said, oh, no, what happened? You were down to like 300 or
300,
something.
yeah. And then I had a terrible like I said this in our last show, I had a terrible college football Saturday, and I kind of regained some money back on Sunday on the NFL. And then the last two Bulls games and Maction has been
Parlay City.
Shout out to Ohio. The Bobcats is officially a Bobcats podcast now.
We can be even a Cardinal podcast. I mean, go Ball State. Ball State won me a podcast.
I regret
not
taking
parlay
the
as
money
well.
line. I took them +7. They won outright. Maction's off to a great start. I took Western Michigan last night. I didn't tweet it out because I wasn't so sure about it, but I did take it. And, I feel good. I took the under, too. That was never a doubt. So, we're riding high right now, or at least I am. You've won some bets, too?
Yeah, nothing's better than Tuesday night Maction. I mean, I went 3-0 that night.
Do you have sunglasses in studio somewhere?
Probably.
Do you want me to get them for you?
No,
if they're
it's
fine.
Oh, my God, it's fine.
I mean, I feel like
it's no problem.
I can't even see you on screen.
But I can see me, and I can see
If you're listening
everything.
via podcast form, you got to come to YouTube and just see how bright Sean
so
looks
bright
compared to me.
Just, I mean, it's not even like Cody's in a different room. It's summer. It's August, 17th, and I'm outdoors at my grandmother's house, and Cody's inside Studio B. I'm in a completely different spot than you are. Who doesn't love action? Who doesn't love football? 27 straight days of football. We had football last night. Cody lost because he took Central Michigan. Should have took Western Michigan.
I took him on the money line too. Yes.
Should have took
one of those directional Michigans.
One of the Michigans. So we had action last night, and now we got Thursday night football, and we have college football. Let's get into the college football first because you started talking some stuff before we got on, and I don't know if you're speaking right here. One of the games tonight, a big game, Coastal Carolina versus App State, a huge game in the Fun Belt. You like Coastal?
I like Coastal, but I really like the over. I think we're gonna have a lot of points in this one tonight.
Yeah, I mean, great quarterback for Coastal, and they won me money last week. I had them on my money line picks, but I don't know. I just really think App State's good. You went against App State against Georgia State when they were playing in West Virginia. App State has just such a great offensive line that I think it will just make it so difficult for Coastal to keep up. I just think that the defense for Appalachia State is so much better I don't think Coastal will be able to get as many stops as App State will be able to get. So I will roll with the App State Mountaineers here at -3 if I have to take anything. Not sure if I'm going to sprinkle it, but I like App State -3.
These are two of the top teams in the Fun Belt, so I think we at least get a good one, and that's why I think there will be points. So I recommend taking the over, but you show me a close spread home underdog, I'm tempted. So that's one reason why I like Coastal, just because they're at home.
And the money line went from, I think it was +115 about on Tuesday to +135. So you're getting some value on it too. It's not like you're taking it at that opening line where it was at +115. Let's go into the NFL tonight. We got the Texans versus the Eagles. So many people are talking about how great this matchup is. Just imagine when this game will be so close and the Texans kicker, who I know who he is lining up for an onside kick. The chances of regaining possession are slim to make sure that the Texans don't cash that underbelt that I know Cody has tonight. The stakes are high. The tension is higher. Your pulse racing. He kicks. You watch as the ball land. And you can make every play feel this exciting with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sportsbook betting partner of the NFL, and their unbeatable offers. Right now, new customers can make any $5 NFL bet and get $200 in free bets if your team wins. So if you want to get some free bets, I suggest you bet the Eagles money line tonight because, yes, it is very, very low. You could probably get it at 1 to -1,000. But, hey, you get $200 in free bets. So, hey, that's your bet for tonight. Check this out. In addition to the usual bets, everyone can boost their winnings with DraftKings stepped up same-game parlays. You can opt in on the homepage of DraftKings Sportsbook, or you can go to the NFL page. They'll also have some banners at the top that you can opt into. You get a boost profit for one game on Thursday. That's the Thursday night game. You get one boost for a game on Sunday, and you get a boost for a game on Monday. That's the Monday night game. Cody, we got some stepped-up same-game parlays for tonight for the people to see. So why don't you take people through yours?
Yes. Also, by the way, we got 10 people watching. I know the headline says we're going to talk about the Bears and Dolphins. We will. We will do it towards the end of the show. So stick around. We're going to talk about the full NFL slate.
We got to do Thursday before we get to Sunday.
Yeah, got to do Thursday, right? Tonight's game. Everyone's going to bet this game because why else are you going to watch it if you're not going to bet it? If you're not betting this game, don't even watch it.
True. Watch Coastal App State.
Right. So I love the under tonight, like Sean kind of alluded to. So my stepped up same game parlay is from +850 to +1020. The original line for Texans team total over under this morning was 16.5. Then it came down to 15.5 after Brandon Cooks was ruled out. For this parlay, though, I put it down to 10.5 because you have like alternate spreads. You have alternate totals. I took the alternate total of 10.5 because I don't think the Texans are going to score 2 touchdowns in this game. I think they can score 1. Maybe Pierce could get in the end zone, even though the Eagles have only given up 3 touchdowns all season to running backs. But I like the under of 10.5 for the Texans team total, and then I like the Eagles over 30.5 because they're one of the best teams in football. I would lean the Eagles spread. Was it 14 right now? 2 touchdowns. Like I would lean that, but like the NFL gets funky, and if the Eagles don't end up covering, then this parlay isn't going to hit. So
it's 13.5.
Right. Okay.
So.
13.5. Whatever.
Well, no, but I mean maybe that half there is enough for people to swing. Right.
Fair. But again, I think that the Eagles win this something like, I don't know, 35-7, something like that. And that's under 45.5 points. The Eagles hit it, and the Texans are under 10.5. That's kind of how I see this game going. Again, the boosted odds, and this is just on 3 legs, and you get at +1020. I think that's the value there. Is you go only 3 legs, and to get that kind of value, I think is awesome.
You got a 20% boost, I think, for 3 legs. I think it goes up to 25% for 4 legs. So you really rack up the boost there if you add more legs.
If anything, maybe you want to add another boost, like throw in the Eagles spread or Eagles money line.
Or a touchdown prop, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But I think this is very simple and basic that I was like, okay, this is how I see the game going. We're going to see. So, again, I think the value is great. It's kind of a lottery ticket because, again, 3 legs at +1020. But I just don't think the Texans are going to score any points tonight. Both teams coming off a short week. You know how Thursday Night Football works. That's one reason why I like the under. Primetime unders are 15-9-1 this year. Yeah, I mean, that's just how I see the Eagles blowing them out, and I see the Texans not putting up any points.
Yeah, and to make things even sweeter, you can throw down stepped-up same-game parlays once per game day all season long. Like I said, you get one for Thursday, you get one for Sunday, and you get one for Monday. Here's my stepped-up same-game parlay for tonight. Miles Sanders to score a touchdown tonight. That'd be great for my fantasy team. You can get that prop at plus 100. Robert Quinn in a new uniform to record a sack. That one I think is also at plus 100. That's, a team that he's recently faced in a Bears uniform, so he's going to be used to the personnel. Maybe he, a little Fletcher Cox gets him free. Maybe a little Jordan Davis gets him free on the outside, and he's able to sack Davis Mills here. And then Texans team total under 14.5. It's at 15.5. I took it down to 14.5 because I don't think they're going to score 2 touchdowns.
Like I just said?
Yeah, so I'm going to roll with you. The stepped-up same-game parlay, my odds go from $6.75 to $8.10. $10 wins you 91. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code CHGO to get $200 in free bets if your team wins. Just place a $5 bet on any football game only at DraftKings Sportsbook using code CHGO. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Cody, take us through your other NFL locks for the week.
Well, still on Thursday night, I like the Texans team total under in general. Like I said, I got it at 16.5 this morning, and then it moved down to 15.5 after Brandon Cooks was ruled out. I still like it at 15.5 because, like you said, Sean, I don't think that the Texans are going to score 2 touchdowns. I just don't see it, not with this Eagles defense. The Eagles are top 3 ranked in football in interceptions forced, fumbles forced, and sacks, I believe. So I like that, and that kind of goes into my other bet is I love the under. Love 45 under 45.5. If this goes over, it's because the Eagles are going to put up 42 and the Texans score 1 touchdown. Right? Like it's a short week. I think we're going to see a lot of running the ball. I think that there's like I said, this game is like the only people who are going to care about this game are people in Philly and Houston, and the people in Houston might be turning the World Series on at halftime, honestly. So, I think the under is great, and I lean the Eagles on the spread, but I'm staying away because I hate taking those double-digit NFL spreads. I hate it. As far as Sunday, I have 4 plays. All right, let's start with Bills-Jets. Under 46.5, opened at 47.5. It's kind of similar to this game that we just talked about with the Texans and the Eagles. The Bills clearly can put up points. Clearly. They put up, 27 the other night? So, yeah, 27 up against the Packers.
It felt like more.
Yeah, it did feel like more. Would have put up more if Josh Allen didn't have 2 picks. That said, the Jets' defense is really good, but their offense it's very sus, right? Like Zach Wilson is like, I'm waiting for the offensive coordinator for the Jets to let him do more, or maybe they are letting him do more and he just sucks. I don't know. I do not think Zach Wilson is this bad as we have seen, but again, he's a young quarterback. He's going through the emotions of being a young quarterback in the NFL. And also, I still think the Jets can be a playoff team. And if they found a way to win this game, that would be wild. But again, I like under 46.5 just because I just don't know if the Jets are going to score against this Super Bowl contending Bills team. I mean, the Packers put up 10 or 17 points, right? Put up 17 points, but it was 10 for most of the game. And it probably would have been 10 if Josh Allen didn't throw those 2 picks and give the Packers some momentum. But it's a divisional game. Divisional games are divisional game unders. I read this to you before we started the show, right, Sean?
27,
12-1 this year. The under in divisional games is 27, 12-1. So I'm taking the under on Bills Jets because I can't rely on this Jets offense without Breece Hall. And I know James Robinson's there now, and they're probably working him for a full week of practice this week, so he's probably going to be a little bit more of a factor. But I just don't. All they really have proven to be able to do is run the ball. So I don't know if I don't even know if they're going to score 10 points this weekend, right? So, yeah, I like the under there. I like Seahawks plus 2.5. You know how I like to ride Cliff Kingsbury whenever he's an underdog. I love to fade Cliff Kingsbury when he's a favorite. I got Seahawks plus 2.5 on Monday night or Tuesday morning. The trends, Cliff Kingsbury is 9-15 against the spread as a favorite, and he's 11-17 against the spread at home, and he's 5-11 against the spread as a home favorite. So the trends don't look good in this spot. So I'm gonna ride it again, taking the Seahawks. Also, the Seahawks they look like the better team right now, in my opinion. So I like the Seahawks. I would love for it to get to 3, but it went from 2.5 down to 1.5, and then it went back up to 2. I don't think it's going to get to 3, so whatever. Maybe take the money line. I think the Seahawks win outright no matter what, but that's how I feel about that. Rams plus 3. Sean, you just telling me that you think this game's going to be the most disgusting game on Sunday between the Rams and the Bucs.
It would be a horrible decision if on your Sunday at 3:25 you said, "Oh boy, I want to put on the Bucs Rams game." I was going to say Bucs Bills. Do not watch this game.
I'm actually kind of excited to watch this game because I want to see if Tom Brady's going to finally get out of this rut. And I don't even think it's really Tom Brady. It's more of just everything around Tom Brady with this Bucs team. I don't think Tom Brady has been as bad as what national media is saying and what everyone else is basically saying. I think it's a lot of what's going on with their team. Their offensive line is in shambles. He's not getting enough time. All this stuff. But the Rams looked really good in that first half against the 49ers, and then the 49ers adjusted at halftime, and the Rams could not adjust back, and now they're basically in the same spot as the Buccaneers. They both desperately need a W. Back in Tampa Bay. But I think that the Rams are just the better team right now. I think they desperately, both teams desperately need the win, but I think I'm going to ride with Sean McVay on this one. Rams are 9-1 against the spread the last 10 meetings with the Buccaneers, and Tampa Bay is 0-4 against the spread at home this season. I just think that the Rams are going to give you a full game this time because they played well in that first half against the 49ers. I don't know what happened that second half, but I think they're going to come out and give you a full game. Give me the 3. I'll take the points with the Rams. 3 points. I think it'll be close. I don't think that everything's going to be solved overall for both these teams in this game, but I lean Rams on this one. It's probably the one that I don't like, that I like the least of my list, but I want to bet this game because it's the team that just won the Super Bowl, and we're talking about a team that has Tom Brady on it. It's going to be America's Game of the Week on Fox. It's going to be Joe Davis and Greg Olson, and they're going to
call a 10-3 game.
They're going to call a game, and I'm going to sit on my couch after I get home from the Bears Dolphins tailgate, and I'm going to watch that shit.
Have fun. And then speaking of the Bears-Dolphins game, you also have over 45. And Robbie says over for Bears game. Sean Connolly also saying hitting a rough streak on DraftKings. Need some Cody magic injected directly into my account. Major key. So
what's up, Sean? He's a good guy.
Let's go into this Bears-Dolphins game. Bears-Dolphins, the over-under is set at 45. The line for the game is set at -4. And the money line, you can get the Bears at plus 170 on DraftKings. Woo! What do you like and why? Well, mainly, I obviously know what you like. Why do you like the over?
So I like the over because this Bears defense just lost Roquan Smith. And you know how the Dolphins love to throw the ball. They like to use the team speed at wide receiver with Waddle and Tyreek Hill. And last week, the Bears just gave up 49 points. 42 technically because Micah Parsons ran that one back, whatever, because Justin Fields jumped over him. But either way, the Bears' run defense was awful. It's been awful even when Roquan was there. There's just nothing. The only way that I see this not going over is if time of possession is just if honestly the Bears control time of possession somehow, some way, and keep the Dolphins off the field. That's the only way I see this going under. But the Bears' offense is also playing well right now. So
right, I mean they just put up 28. And my worry is maybe the Larry Borum has a concussion. Seems like he won't be playing Tevin Jenkins is a full participant, so maybe the line isn't that good, and they just added Bradley Chubb. So maybe the Bears have difficulties there. Like that's my only worry is maybe you bet Bears team under, but I mean, he looked really good last week against the Cowboys.
Right.
Like, I mean, I don't want to bet against Justin Fields in any way.
Yeah, no. The last couple weeks, I've actually taken Justin Fields rushing prop, and it's hit like pretty easily.
Well, if you're looking for a parlay that I think is going to just keep hitting, and it's hit for the Patriots game and it hit for the Cowboys game, take Justin Fields over rushing yards, take David Montgomery over rushing yards, and take Khalil Herbert over rushing yards. You can usually get it about plus 250. Then you get your same game parlay stepped up same game parlay from DraftKings. Probably get that to like 310.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's
bet
not a bad
every
play
Sunday
because the Bears definitely are running the ball.
Right.
And I like the addition of Chase Claypool, but how much of a factor will he be this first week after being traded for 2 days ago?
Right.
I'm going to avoid anything that has to do with Chase Claypool.
Honestly, I could see them opening the game by saying, "Hey, Chase, we're going to run play action. You run straight, and we're going to just throw it to you just to draw them off." They're working in Claypool already.
Right. That's actually.
Can I bet first pass to be thrown to Chase Claypool?
That's actually kind of like, well, I can actually see that maybe happening, right? But yeah, no, I as far as like covering, it's up to 5 now. It's been between 4.5, 5. I mean,
last time I checked, it was 4 on DraftKings. I also saw it was 4.5 somewhere else. I haven't seen 5 yet.
Yeah. I mean, the Bears at home, against the spread, I was reading earlier. If I can find it, I had it on my computer. Oh, here it is. Justin Fields is 1-5 against the spread at home as an underdog and 5-11 against the spread as an underdog in his career. I don't take a lot of that into much consideration though, because he hasn't played like he has the last 2-3 weeks. He didn't play like this at all last year. Like Matt Nagy wasn't running these RPO or whatever they're called. I don't know football terms. They weren't running these actual design run plays for him. And he's just finding a way to it's actually really insane how he's able to help the Bears move the ball considering the weapons that he has. And obviously the Bears run game is great. So like it's not all Justin Fields, but that trend I don't take too much in because I just think he's playing as good as he has his entire career right now. And I continue to think that it's going to keep trending up. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. As a fan, I want to take the Bears to cover the 5 because I think it can be close. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's more of a stay away and just ride the total. I think the total will be a lot more fun to check because I think that there could be points in this game.
Yeah, I don't think we can rule out the Bears winning this game. I mean, the Lions gave it to the Dolphins last week.
And
Bears are a better team.
And they did not look good against the Steelers 2 weeks ago. Of course, that was Tua's first game back after the concussion and all that. So they're, he's rusty, trying to get worked back in. Their offense did look a lot better against the Lions, even though it did start out slow. Lions getting the huge lead. So yeah, I mean, the Bears have been in games all season. They were in that game against the Cowboys. When you look at the final score, that is not how that game went. But again, like the Bears defense has given up so many points, and the way the Dolphins play offense, we've seen at times like they can put up some points too, and they have a good run game. And again, the Bears cannot stop the run. They haven't proven to be able to stop the run all season. So yeah, I mean, Raheem Mostert rushing yards prop isn't a bad idea. There's a lot of good props for this game. I think that you could come up with a parlay, but as far as covering the spread or winning outright, I lean the over. Let me put my fandom hat on. Bears money line. Let's ride.
Yeah. Other picks I like, I would sprinkle some money on Seahawks money line. I would sprinkle some money on Jags money line. Both of those are at plus 105. And the other underdog I guess I would take would be the Bears at plus 170. Those are the 3 underdogs I like the most this week. So you could probably also talk me into the Titans at plus 430. Just because I think if they control the ball enough, they can just make every possession so much more crucial for Kansas City that they really will have to be perfect. I think they have a good recipe to possibly upset the Titans. I don't love it. It's at plus 430, but it's also at plus 430. Like if I sprinkle $10 on it, it might be all right with my 90.
Yeah, so the Chiefs and Titans are actually very interesting. Like I lean Titans on the spread just because like the sole reason is like in recent years the Titans have played very well against the Chiefs, and the big reason is they've been able to just run the ball down their throats. Right. I don't think it matters whether it's Tannehill or Malik Willis. Honestly, I think if Malik Willis starts, I think it's a better chance for the Titans to win because I just think Malik Willis has a higher upside and will be better than Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill is a game manager. He is at this point, he's a game manager, and he can be very good if Derrick Henry is running the ball and they get that play action going, right? I think Malik Willis just brings a different aspect because of his ability to run the ball and, do things with his legs, which is something that Tannehill isn't really known for. So right now, no matter, we still don't know if Tannehill's going to play or not, but right now I do lean the Titans to cover that 12.5.
If I was the Titans, I'd start Ryan Tannehill. I know he isn't that next level guy, but if he gives you a game like he gave against Indy back on the 2nd of October, 17 to 21, 137 yards, an 81% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, right? As long as he's not making mistakes, he's moving the chains. I just think Malik Willis in that big of a spot in Arrowhead, I wouldn't put a rookie quarterback in that.
Well, here I found the box scores of the last, 5 games between the Titans and the Chiefs. All right, last year the Titans creamed the Chiefs 27-3. So Tannehill probably started that game too. In 2020, the Chiefs won 35-24. In 2019, the Titans won 35-32, and then in 2018, the Titans won 22-21. I don't know if Mahomes was the quarterback then, probably not. So yeah, the last 3 games, outside of last year, they've been close. And I mean, last year the Titans blew them out. So the 12.5 seems like a lot in my opinion. It's very hard for me to want to take a favorite on the NFL on a double-digit spread. I can't do it. And honestly, I don't even know if I like the over/under just because how that Chiefs offense is, and how that Chiefs defense can be too.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if Derrick Henry is running the ball, man, and the game is close in the second half, the great thing about Derrick Henry is he just wears defenses down because he is so big. So if the Titans get that run game going early, then they'll definitely have it going in late, and that just means long runs potentially, which could lead to more points. So that's why I don't really like that. I lean Titans to cover the 12.5. Hell, maybe they can win outright. Maybe they can, but I don't know about
maybe
that.
Take 7.5.
That's tough.
Yeah, maybe if you want some plus money, you take plus 7.5.
Well, there you go. Yeah,
if you lose by a touchdown.
I don't mind that just because I do think it could be a close game. But
yeah,
and Mike Vrabel's a good coach.
They just came off a bye. I don't know. I like the way they looked at last week.
Yeah. Yeah, this Titans team is not being talked about a ton, and Derrick Henry just put up 200 yards rushing or something like that against the Texans on Sunday. So yeah, they definitely have something going on there. And again, it'll be a interesting one Sunday night.
That's Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. We'll be coming tomorrow with you at 3:30 with our college football locks. Should be an hour full of college football talk, which I know I'm very, very excited for. Cody, good luck with your Coastal Carolina pick. I think it's bad. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Again, Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. Thank you to Lawrence Benedetto. We appreciate you, Law Dog.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll talk to everybody tomorrow at 3:30 when we are millionaires. Goodbye. You didn't mix...